OpenAI just dropped GPT Image 2, and it is by far the best image generator on the planet. In fact, let me just jump to that real quick because the gap between what was before and what we have now is incredible. So here is Ella Marina, text to image arena, GPT Image 2, suddenly number one, but not just number one. We have a 250 plus point jump, a 250 plus ELO score jump between the previous best, which was Gemini 3.1 Flash Image Preview, aka Nano Banana 2, and GPT Image 2 from 1270 to 1512. Unbelievable. Introducing ChatGPT Images 2, a state-of-the-art image model that can take on complex visual tasks and produce precise, immediately usable visuals with sharper editing, richer layouts, and thinking level intelligence. This is what makes it special. It's not just that the image can be generated. It is that it is essentially a world knowledge model, just like GPT 5.4. It has thinking level intelligence. So we're going to put all of this to the test. We're going to be testing it towards the end of this video. All right, so here's a video showing off how good GPT Image 2 is. Now, the first few look normal. It looks like something that can be generated by Nano Banana 2. It's a little bit of text consistency, image consistency, hyperrealism. These are all things we've seen before. Here is where it starts getting really impressive. A chameleon on a sign, but what is very impressive is multiple images in a row were stitched together, and you can kind of see it. Look at that. You can see the background slightly changing. So here's the first image. Here's the second image. And you can see like from here back, it looks pretty good. But then let's fast forward a little bit. And one of the most impressive transitions that I've ever seen, one of the best consistencies between images that I've ever seen, this chameleon dressed as a sailor. And what we're going to see is consistency. Here's image 1, image 2, image 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to the eyeball up front. Very impressive. So image consistency seems to be highly improved in this new model. Then you get to text and readability and text generation in general, and that seems to be very impressive as well. So here you can see entire infographics, all the text looks accurate, but you know what? We're going to test it ourselves. So let's continue on this blog post. ChatGPT Image 2.0 is a step change in detailed instruction following, placing the related objects accurately and rendering dense text with the ability to generate across aspect ratios. It's also accurate across languages and uses its expanded visual and world knowledge to fill in the gaps for you, so you get smarter images with less prompting. That's the key. It understands the world. It is not just image generation, and then when you go to generate an image, it can't get things right in the image like equations and text, and this is what is going to make this model very special. Images 2 can conceptualize more sophisticated images and then actually bring that vision to life effectively. I mean, yeah, this is incredible. Every single grain of rice looks highly detailed. I don't see anything that looks inaccurate here. You can see the differences in every single grain. Zoom in on the rice, all up to 2K resolution. They literally said zoom in on the rice. Unbelievable. There it is, GPT Image 2. Every single grain of rice looks realistic. And then when we zoom out, of course, it just looks very good. This is incredible. I guarantee if I were to put this image in front of you, you would not be able to tell that this is AI generated. All of the text, all of the handwriting looks so good. The paper itself looks so good. The little coffee stain in the top right, incredible detail. Stylistic sophistication and photorealism, better able to capture defining characteristics of photos as well as cinematic stills, pixel art, manga, and other distinctive visual languages with greater consistency in texture, lighting, composition, and fine detail. Let's look. Very nice. Highly detailed, beautiful. I wouldn't be able to tell. I know a lot of artists out there are going to be very worried about this. I see it as just another tool in their quiver. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it still takes taste. You still have to know what looks good. Just being able to prompt something and having this flood of content, this flood of AI slop on the internet, even though the slop is now slightly better or 242 points better, it is still AI generated, and there has to be a human curating the experience. And that curation is done for other humans. Taste matters. Flexible aspect ratios, you can go from 3:1 and 1:3 in the aspect ratio, which is great. All right, so now let's just get into the testing. That's going to speak volumes because, of course, as an image model, you have to see it. Let's go. All right, make me an entire sprite sheet for every character movement for all types of genres for a character. All right, here we go. Here is that character sprite sheet. Look at that. Let's zoom in on it. Damage, hit reactions. I mean, you can create an entire video game based on this. Vehicles and rides, really nice. Sports, athletic, kick, punch, dodge, slide. All of this looks accurate. All of this looks really good. Stealth actions, death animations. Oh, look how cool this is. Dash, after image, shield barrier, power up, aura. Here's portraits. Really nice. So very impressed with the first one. Generate an image of a blackboard chalk with the equation 2 + 2 equals ? And instead of the question mark, put the actual solution. This is testing its ability to actually do math in an image generation model. Yes, we're going to get more complicated than this. All right, there we go. 2 + 2 = 4. This does not look realistic in the slightest. And one of the issues that I've had with previous image generation models, especially Nano Banana, is once it has generated an image, it is really difficult to get it to change the image drastically. You can make little changes, but edits that really change the fundamentals of the image are very difficult. So let's try that. So what we're going to do now, make the blackboard hyper realistic, zoom out so you see it in the classroom. All right, let's look at this one. This one looks much better. The writing itself is too nice. I'm very impressed that it was actually able to change the image so drastically. The actual room looks really good. Let's say, make the text on the board a little messier. All right, there we go. It did not do that well. Look at that. So this is the original 2 + 2 = 4. Flawless writing. It looks like a machine wrote it. Then I said, make the text on the board a little messier. It's slightly messier, but not really. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to keep editing this. So here's what we're going to do. Change the math on the board to be 18 × 24 + 11 - C = ? Where C = 5. Answer the equation in the image. Let's see if it's able to do this. The answer should be 438. Let's see. Ooh, did I get this wrong or did it get it wrong? I got 438. It got 413. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Let's do this again, though. Let's do it again now that thinking mode is on. All right, let's see. 438. There we go. Okay, so the first time it got it wrong, then I turned on thinking mode and now it got it right. Here's another one. Hyperrealism, product shot request. A little bit wrong. Okay, let's look what's wrong. Generate a product shot of a hand holding 2 cans of vibrantly designed and brightly colored cans of beady, sweaty soda, bright, delicious. Now, what's wrong with this image? Okay, I see the fingers. They look pretty good. You only see 4, but not a big deal. Maybe the 5th one is behind this green one. But boy, this person has an enormous hand. And it's kind of enormous in a weird way. Otherwise, it actually looks good. If you look at the deformation of the text when there's little droplets over it, it looks really good. All of the lighting looks good. The text looks good. Very nice. Generate an image, 3:1, photo real, Rainy Glass Studio, title, image model torture test, date, okay, 7 cups numbered 1 to 7, 5 pencils, 3 keys, 2 consistent people, 2x3 comic, UI 67%, 82%, 9x41, no gibberish. Let's see. So we have glasses 1 to 7, but there's a mistake in this first one. There are actually 8 glasses there. It does have image model torture test. Look at this though. It's looking like it was screenshotted on a mobile device. So that's not correct. You can see the time up here. Did we ask it to do that? No, I don't know why. Maybe it's the UI part of our ask. There are 6 frames, which is nice. So let's see. There are again 8. This one has 7, this one has 7, this one has 8, and this one has 8 again. So that's not right. I'd say the character consistency is excellent. Very realistic. There are, what did we ask for? We said 5 pencils, 3 keys. There are 5 pencils and 3 keys in the first one. Here there are 2 pencils, 3 keys, 2 pencils, 3 keys. Here's 5 pencil, no keys. So definitely made some mistakes. This was a great prompt to try it out on. All right, YouTube thumbnail creation. So create a YouTube thumbnail for YouTuber Matthew Berman. It does not know who I am, but the thumbnail itself is decent. And in fact, the character quality is excellent. There is no uncanny valley here. This looks phenomenal. It is obviously airbrushed, but that is what a thumbnail is. All of the text looks correct. Let's try to get my image in there now. All right. So this is incredible. This worked very, very well. It basically copy pasted my face. Very Nano Banana in that way. Nano Banana is great as taking a face and inserting it into an existing image, but I would say this is fantastic. Let's say now make it like a Mr. Beast style thumbnail, but with my face. All right, here we go. Wow. This looks really good. $10 million challenge. Definitely like highly photoshopped look. It has my face. The Beast logo back there, that is the actual Beast logo. So that is surprising. Very, very impressive. Generate an image of Elon Musk having a lobster dinner with Sam Altman. And it does not censor. Look at this. Sam Altman, Elon Musk having dinner. They both look highly accurate. Now make one of the lobsters come alive and pinch Sam. Okay. Look at that. Yes. Now add in Dario Amodei. There we go. Dario's head looks a little bit big. It doesn't look exactly real. Elon is chilling, eating his lobster. Sam Altman getting bit and also biting Dario. And all the food looks real. The glass, the shadows, the reflections, everything looks incredible. The only thing that doesn't look very real is Dario's face. It just looks too oversized and it doesn't look exactly like him. He obviously has less reference images on the internet than a Sam Altman and especially of Elon Musk. So that's probably why. Show me a 6-panel image of this person going from baby to elderly. All right, let's see how well it does this. Here is what it thinks I looked like at different ages. Here's me today. This is, oh my God. I have to be honest, that looks like my dad. That is crazy. This does not look like me. None of these other ones look like me as a kid. And you'd be probably pretty surprised, as it seems GPT Image 2 is as well. I had straight blonde hair as a kid. So it did not know that. How could it know that? Because now I have this hair. So it does much better at making somebody older, not so much at making them younger. There's a cup upside down on a table with a marble under it. Show me an image of what happens when the cup is picked up. Show me where the marble is. There it is. So the famous marble test we used to run to test the intelligence of the models, which basically became saturated with the text LLMs, the large language models, now looks to be saturated with image models. The hand looks overly photoshopped, but the marble's right there exactly where you would expect it. So that's it. This is an incredible model. The image model is great at rendering text and images, rendering graphs, and obviously has world knowledge and actual thinking, actual logic. Very impressive. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.